Okay, welcome to ETN News. What we're going to do here is explain a few things today. And we're going to go back to the 9th of May 2024. Alright, now these are anomalies. You can see those plain as day. There's no denying them. You can check. There's 5 altogether. Small piece over here. But you can check and watch this map, the farm's fire map, and you can watch these anomalies move across the map. They're putting heat. This heat coming from under the surface is what it is. And I've tried to explain it many times. For 3 years now, it's getting worse and worse, and I keep trying to explain this, and all I get is unsubscriptions and lesser views, and I get a lot of trouble from, the big place in Washington. They stay on me. They blocking views, blocking everything. They're really putting me through it, and it's just not right. All right, now this here, like I said, this is on the 9th. Watch these anomalies move across. You can't deny it. You can see it yourself. Okay, now here's the 10th. It's on over. This one moved over, and this one moved over. Now let's go to the 11th. All right, now that one's gone off the coast. You can see a couple dots there if you go back and look. Here's Florida, covered down into Florida. It's moved over. It's going across the map every day. This is heat under the surface. I've tried to explain it many times. Our planet is being destroyed. People don't want to believe it. People want to, go in a safe place in their mind and overlook it. It's still where your children and grandchildren are going to be raised. They got to live in this world if we live through it, which within the next 8 years, it looks like disasters is going to be happening big time. It's going to cause storms. It's going to cause power outages all the time. It's going to cause a lot of stuff to happen. These storms and these droughts. Now let me explain something to you. Solar energy, let's go to the 12th. That's today. All right, now you can see how it's moved over. Okay, solar storms, solar flares that we've been having, it's getting stronger every year and will continue to get stronger every year. They'll double. Mark my words, you'll see. I said that 3 years ago, and my subscribers already see. They're bound to. The ones that's already, it stays with me in views. But anyway, now solar storms, the energy, it pulls the moisture out of the earth. And people say, well, it can't be because we have wet weather all summer like last year. Over here in the east, it was all damp. It was a wet summer. It was hot a few days, but it was wet. Well, when the moisture is pulled from the earth and it goes back into the sky, it makes clouds again, and then it rains it back down. Each time is lesser and lesser. Well, the planet is going to cool off. It's going to react with what's going on. Now, if you stick with me here, I'll explain more here. You just got to stick with me. Don't just jump off. Just, nothing like that. Just stick with me. All right. Now, let's go look at a few things. Solar panels. This is the solar panels. This is according to a cancer biologist. And there's his name. Toxic chemicals in solar panels include, you can read all of this. This is hard on me. I'm country. I can't hardly read all of that. Fancy names. But I'll sit there a second that you read that. I know you can see it. And then we'll go over. Let's go on down here first. Okay. Metals like lead, and they are harmful to human health and the environment at high levels if they're not installed properly or anything like that. Present in the semiconductors and solder, different metals and different ones. They're not all the same. I'm just trying to show you something. This is for your health, not mine. Well, it is for mine too, because the world is being destroyed, the earth. Design flaws, component defects, and faulty installation generally is causing solar rooftop fires. And, this can cause rooftop fires and everything. It causes arc between the conductors or to the ground, as well as hot spots which can ignite nearby flammable material. That's another flaw to this. Let's see if I can get it on up here and look at another one. Alright, so far the research has shown that solar power panels may be contaminating water in several ways. First, solar panels may be leaching chemicals into the water supply. This could happen when the solar panels are installed or when they're in use. Not when they're messed up or not installed right. It's while they're installed or in use. It's unknown at this time which is more dangerous. It don't matter. It's still doing it, ain't it? I'm here to help. I'm not here to put everything down, this and that. And it's not about the money. You got to see this. In addition to reflecting heat, like I've been trying to tell everyone, solar panels do reflect the heat and the energy from the sun, reflects it back to the sun. That will cause it to hit the sun, bounce back, so throw burn spots in the sun, throw solar flares, solar energy, solar storms. I mean, it's going to be bad if they keep this up. And they're not going to stop. You can see that now. This is 2023, where I'm reading these from. Okay. Solar panels also help to cool the air around the homes. The cells in the solar panels absorb some of the sun's energy and convert it into electricity. This process generates a small amount of heat, which is then released into the atmosphere. Back up. Not down, but back up. And, I've tried to explain this several ways, and I'm not here to bring you a bunch of lies just for views or anything like that. I'm trying to help. That's what I'm here for. And, I have a hard time. I'm fighting everything to try to get on here. In addition to reflecting heat away from your home, solar panels also help to cool the air around them. The cells in the solar panels absorb some of the sun's energy and convert it into electricity. It's the same thing as I just read you a few moments ago. But, that's reflecting the solar panels back. Now this one here, solar panels change the way of sunlight is reflected and absorbed by the earth. Let me get this on down here so you can see it. Get it straightened out. I don't want you to not see what I'm trying to say here, because, anybody can say, well, he's just acting like he's reading that. No, this is real. This ain't to play. It's no game. This is Earth we're talking about. The Earth we live in. The world we live in. Okay, let's do this again. Solar panels change the way sunlight is reflected and absorbed by the Earth. Any radiation they take in is radiation that is not being absorbed by the Earth. This leads to a cooling effect in the region surrounding the array. A cooling effect. Well, when the Earth gets so hot, when the sun starts, really getting destroyed, and the Earth gets so hot, it's going to counter-react, and we're going to end up into an ice age, and, it's like no one cares anymore. Solar waste negatively impacts local communities. Waste and landfill sites, commonly located close to poorer communities, come with a financial burden and a potential of hazardous materials to leak into the soil, affecting the agriculture. What's agriculture? Hey, you got to listen to this. This is not a game. I keep telling everybody, you got to see this. And now, since I'm doing this, I'm really going to be hit hard after doing this update tonight. But, what can they hurt? Just shut me down? That's the only thing left. The people's keeping it going right now, the public, but, hey, they can do it. They got ways of doing it. Hazardous waste testing on solar panels in the marketplace has indicated that different varieties of solar panels have different metals present in the semiconductor and sorter. Some of these metals, like lead and cadmium, are harmful to human health and the environment at high levels. I read you that a moment ago too. I don't know how I got back on the same page. Sorry about that. Wasn't trying to just take up your time or nothing like that. Just trying to bring you the truth. That's all. Okay. How many solar panels was in the U.S. July 27, 2023? There are more than 5,000 solar farms across the U.S., according to the U.S. Energy Information Administration in 2022. So this report was 2022. They produced 3.4% of the nation's electricity, and agents said dozens of new facilities are being added every month. Dozens. 5,000 solar panel farms. Now listen now. Pay attention. Every country is doing this now. All the countries. What's it going to do? All the countries? The earth don't take in the radiation that it's supposed to. It don't get the sunlight that it's supposed to. It cools the planet down, which is drying the earth out. The crust is drying out with the air being cool. You understand what I'm talking about here? I hope you do. So, okay, this here. The largest solar farm in the United States. Solar Star is the largest solar farm in the United States and one of the biggest in the world. This plant boasts 1.7 million solar panels distributed across 13 square kilometers in Los Angeles and Kern counties in California. Do you get what I'm talking about here? One or two, say this is the world, and you got one little bitty tiny dot, like a sand dot here, and a sand dot here, and a sand dot here. No, they wouldn't harm nothing. It's like a piece of glass reflecting. We got so much glass in our world. It's all in our grounds, around our homes, where in the past, hundreds of years ago, people busted glass all over the place, reflecting the sun. Then we got all the glass windows reflecting the sun. Now we got these solar panels they're coming up with, definitely really reflecting the sun. And it's really destroying the planet. And I just can't get people to see what's really going on. And it's causing this. And this is going to get worse. It's going to dry out more. The east is going to be like the west. You'll see it coming, but once it does, it's too late, because they're not going to stop. And the ones that wants to put their mind in a safe place are not going to kick against it. And, it's all just going to go with the flow and take the world out, I guess, ain't it? That's the only thing that's going to happen. It's going to be destroyed, which, it's prophesied, so I guess it'll happen. And now we're seeing it come into pass. All right, now let's go check the earthquakes, and, I could show you much more on that. They do reflect the energy back into the atmosphere toward the sun. How much proof do you need? If it takes any more proof, the world will be on fire before you get that much proof. I just can't prove no more than what I am here. How much more do you need? The ones that really believe that this ain't doing anything. And the tectonic plates on the earthquakes, it's normal, it's natural. They're always moved, always will move. It's just now they're moving, like one plate, like the Pacific plate and the North American plate, and over toward the Philippines and all that. They all move at different speeds. They hit into each other. Then they start crushing each other. Yes, it's normal, but once they move and start crushing into each other, it causes large earthquakes. It's going to do it, because the plates are crushing. like this. This is normal, but the Mid-Atlantic Ridge is spreading apart. What's that put pressure on? Africa, United States, South America, split Iceland in half. It's got to happen. All right, let's go to check out the earthquakes. I hope you're getting what I'm saying, because, you know, they're going to end up, the public is already, there's only one or two donations, which I got my members, and this channel can't be here much longer. They're kicking against it too hard. I can't make it. You know, the public can't help it keep going. They're trying to shut it down. All this I'm telling to most people are lies, that it's not heating the planet up, it's not doing this, it's not doing that. You know, how much proof can a fella need, or lady? Anyway, here's the earthquakes. We got a 5.0 east Pacific rise, 6.2 miles deep. And the 6.4 down here around Mexico. You know, we'll go down and look at that here in a moment. No, not too much going on over here. If it would have made it over here, it would have been like a 6.0. But it hit down this way around the Cocos plate. Now, there's going to be a white flash, so I'm going to zoom in here. Now, where is this? Guatemala. And what was we talking about here a while back? We had three areas we were watching. Guatemala, which over in here is where it looks like a big quake will hit in the future, somewhere through here. But anyway, you know, 6.4, 46.9 miles deep. That's all we got there. Future quakes, Guatemala, the East Coast, around New York area, and, you know, some up north, down south of it, or right dead center, it'll hit off the coast sometime, you know, it'll hit. But anyway, New York and Arizona. Las Vegas. But, I mean, not Arizona, but Nevada. Las Vegas, Nevada. Okay, now this is the large earthquakes. The small earthquakes, we don't have many there either. Even Hawaii has calmed down. And the tsunami stations, they're still off on the west coast. Let's check out, before I run off and leave this, let's see what's going on in Canada. 31 minutes ago, reported shaking. This is always shaking. And 3.1 off the coast of Oregon. Now, you see these circles? There ain't much difference in the size of the circles, so that would have to be close to like a 2.9 to a 3.1 or something on shaking scale. I know you can't see that probably. It's whited out. It's my reflection off my computer. If you can't see it. Anyway, these earthquakes, and I've done forgot what I was getting back to. Oh yeah, these here. Alright. Need to write your Congress. And so many letters come in. If they want voted in, they'll do what the people want. Whoever's wanting votes or whatever. But you know, this helps. These down through here still on. East Coast, Mexico, out from Florida. And we just got these around Newport, Oregon, Coos Bay. Oh man, dangerous area for earthquake activity. Really. Bad area. Mendocino Bay. That's coming off the Mendocino Fault all the way across the ocean. Bad area to not have these on. And down through here, nothing for the rest of California. And what's going on over here? The biggest solar plant, one of the biggest in the world, and California. No tsunami stations. California. When the wintertime comes and it's clouded over, no power for California. And I'd just like to know, what is going on over here? Things are hid. You know, it's just like, no protection. Just destroy. No protection. Just destroy it all. As long as I get money, I mean, as long as they get the money in their pocket, whoever it is, you know, let it go down. Don't, you know, live on the beach over here and live it up, and live on your laptop and drink your drinks under your big umbrella or whatever you do, and live it up while the other people has nothing to see coming, and they're big people, so they will see it coming. They will get all alerts. Who gets loaded first? One on the beach with the laptop. It's a shame. It's a shame. It's really a shame. I'm just getting to where they've done so much to my channel. It's destroying the channel completely, and it's a hard fight. I'm done about fed up with it. If they want to get mad about this video and this update, let them get mad. I just don't care anymore about how they do it, you know, because they're destroying things. They're putting so many millions of lives in danger. And now every country, solar panels, reflection back to the sun. How could anyone really believe that that doesn't harm the earth or the sun? When you get all the evidence and you see it yourself, if you walk out in your yard and there's a big rattler snake laying there, striking at you, how could you walk off and say, that's not happening? I mean, it's the same thing. It's just an example, but it's the same thing. How can you say that it's not happening when you're seeing it with your own eyes? Alright, I watch every day. I've been watching for days. I seen when the 6 point something showed up and all that, this earthquake. But I've been trying to figure out if it did anything to the planet that I can't find, trying to dig down in here and see what I can find. And I couldn't see many changes going on with the solar storm, what the solar storm caused, you know, on the earthquake activity. But now these plates, they do move. They are natural. They will move, always move, but they're crushing into each other. And even if it's an inch a year, some moves an inch a year. Some move so many centimeters, so many meters, you know. And some move like growing, like watching your fingernail grow. So they all move at different speeds. They crash into each other. And then when they crash into each other, they're pushing. The strongest plate will push harder on the weakest plate. And then it will crush it, like Taiwan. It's being crushed right now. But it's hard to get people to really see what you're really talking about. You know, just trying to help. Okay, I'll see you on the next updates. Everybody stay safe, and we'll be watching.